What's going on, everybody? It's Steven here, back with another unboxing, and today we're going to be taking a look at Hashirama Senju by Figuarts Zero. Okay, as usual, we're going to be taking a look at the outside first. So this is part of the Kizuna relation line, which means I do have two other Naruto statues that go and should pair pretty well with this one. The box art on this is phenomenal as usual, and if you were wondering, Hashirama was meant to be paired up with Madara. I do not have that one because he is pretty hard to get. Now, I did get this at C2E2, that's Chicago Comic-Con and Entertainment Expo, and so I did get this at a discount price of $62. However, it is worth like $90 if you do go online to get this. So I did get a huge discount. Alright, let's take a look on the inside. Okay, now before I open this up, I did want to talk about the size of this box because it is huge in comparison to my other Figuarts Zero boxes. So I'm going to place this one right here. And this is the last unboxing that I did with the younger Naruto. You can already see the complete size difference in these statues here. So this thing is huge in comparison to the size of this one. And that's saying that the very first Kizuna Relations box that I got was actually bigger than this one. So now you're looking at a size difference this big, and you just see how much bigger each one gets. This one is huge in comparison to all the others. So one thing I do want to mention is that while it is in its windowed box, it does come with this little cutout like right here, where you actually get a very good view of Hashirama. That is actually normal with all of the Kizuna relation lines. So if you ever want to keep it in the box, you can actually do that and still get a view of their face. So that's one thing that I do like about this. They kind of took that into consideration, that some people don't actually open these up. And that's what I really like about this. So, as usual, they do come with some wrapping. And first impressions, wow. First impressions, it looks great. However, it does almost seem a little bit unbalanced because of the way it is posed. It doesn't have any problem standing, but it just does feel like, it just feels uneven, but it seems to be okay actually. So for $62, can't complain too much, actually, not at all. The wood dragon looks great. Let's see if we can get a close-up of that. This wood dragon looks really awesome. There's a lot of detail in it. And Hashirama himself looks really good too. His armor has kind of like a nice candy shading almost, and he is standing on his wood dragon. And right here, where it does have that kind of yin-yang, right there, this is the part right here where Madara would come in. And so it kind of makes like a battle diorama for them two, which is pretty neat. Let's get some close-up shots of this.
So for this, I decided to use my camera and kind of just hold it, just kind of scan down the statue. I was going to use that rotating base that I usually use. However, I felt like if I did that, then it wouldn't really show all the detail in this statue that I wanted to, just because of the curvature of the way the statue is. I decided to go ahead and just kind of hold the camera, so I do apologize for my shaky hands.
So with this statue being so big and so awkwardly shaped, a lot of the Kizuna relation lines actually don't match up with it very well. So for example, I have this Naruto one here. This is what the base looks like. And they're both pretty much similar, which means that they would have to go back to back. So you can't put them side to side. If I did want to do that, they'd have to go like this. And even then, they don't get a very good cohesive connection down at the base, which means that these two are incompatible. The only one that was really compatible was the younger Naruto, but even then, it doesn't make for a very good battle diorama because it looks like Hashirama is attacking the younger Naruto. So this Kizuna relation was pretty much strictly meant for him and Madara. So just keep that in mind if you do have more of these, that it's not going to be something you can really just pair up with anything and it'll look nice. So I'm going to go over some pros and cons of this figure here. Some pros are definitely, obviously, the craftsmanship of this. I don't know if anything is hand painted, but if not, everything still looks really good. And so for the price point of $62, and even if I did pay the full price of $90, this is something that I would not regret purchasing. The only con that I could think of is that the Kizuna relation line was meant to have, you know, any statue go perfectly well using these bases here. However, as we saw earlier, you know, it just doesn't actually work out the way that we would want it to all the time, and there are parts that kind of just, you know, mesh with each other not so well. So for a line that's supposed to be kind of a universal thing where you can put any 2 or even 3 statues together, it doesn't really work out. One thing I also don't like is how unstable I feel like this thing can be. You can see that it rides off the side of the base here a lot. Now, I haven't had any problems with it, just kind of standing there. However, I can see this in the future accidentally tipping over, and the last thing I want to do is break a statue. So it's just a little bit of a concern. I guess it's not so much of a con because it hasn't been an issue yet. Other than that, I think the statue is definitely great to have. He's got a lot of cool stuff with him, like this big scroll here. His armor is so well done, and overall, this does seem like a very sturdy statue. I don't think he's ever gonna fall off. As a matter of fact, it almost looks like he is like one with the dragon. It looks like it's almost one solid piece, or they just kind of glued it on very well. But again, for $62 or even $90, can't complain too much. The statue, I don't know how tall it is, but I want to say it's about 10 inches maybe. I'm usually pretty bad at measuring, but I'll get the exact height in the somewhere down over here. You'll get that exact height. Alright, so there you have it, everybody. That's Hashirama Senju by Figuarts 0. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I don't really care, because I do this for fun. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I try to upload weekly, even though it's actually bi-weekly. I'm just always busy. But yeah, stay tuned for more unboxings. Thank you.